Yep. A slight, cream-colored horseborn with flaxen hair steps out of the ranks of the wounded. Her blue war paint stands out against her otherwise yellow coloration. The remaining horseborn show deference to her. She says a few things in the foreign tongue of her people, but stops when she sees you. Do not understand. Forgiveness, she says, fluently. I speak to you. You have my weapon. Yay! More horseborn. I'm surprised their hitboxes aren't like the bear. Anyway, sorry for fight. Not know it you. She speaks your language with confidence. What do you mean? And who are you? I lead herd. I am... The next word is long, shrill, and confusing, but certain sounds stand out. Canary? Canary smiles and stomps the ground rhythmically with a hoof. That's easy. Canary. Yes. And you? My name is Alette. Good greetings. Our stories tell of stranger who come help us. You two legs that walk along four, my kind with you already. She points to the horseborn in your ranks. Let's see. And how am I supposed to help you? Save us. We look strong, but weak against... She searches for words, but can only point all around. When sun stops and plains break, and a god appears, follow two legs that walk along four. This is our story. We hold true. You see these things. The sun has stopped, and I've seen the ground breaking, but what god are you talking about? Large snake, not from this plane. The serpent. It certainly could be a god. You have seen the god too. I know these signs. You lead us. We follow. Canary looks at you with a steady gaze, instead of the constant movement you experience with Deirdre. Let's see. Warn her that not everyone likes horseborn. Most of the horseborn we've met have caused us harm, including you. Many of our people won't want to be near your people. Not today, but different day. Herds fight, but forget. Humans remember things a long time. Varl even longer. Herd believes leader. We follow you. Herd grows strong. She bows again, motions to her people, and all the horseborn join your ranks at a respectful distance. Please have supplies with you. Oh, I'm going to be so fucked if they want my food. Nope. Oh, this is going to get bad. Come on, clansman, forage. Oh, yep, we got it. We got a little bit of forage. We got 3 days. Maybe
They
this
say
is
the
town.
moon and stars are always visible when you look at Rugga's godstone. How can that be true?
Whew. Oh, this is pretty. I'm just going to be taking several screenshots as we come along here. Those are boobies. I just realized. Funny. I like it. Yeah, somebody asked me if I could put up all of the screenshots I'm taking. I need to remember to put up the Imgur gallery. But I will most definitely have a small set of pictures for you guys to, I guess, grab if you want to, if you haven't played this game. Because it'd be a darn shame for me not to share here. The moon, her spirit, the stars, her eyes, Aleo says, plucking a few strings of his instrument. Rugga, the god of beauty, and, well, things that happen in the night. The skald smiles. The gods may be dead, but my wife still prays to Rugga. I'm thankful for her piety. Piety, probably. The skald is not the only one smiling. A quick look around reveals grins throughout the caravan. I see why Arberrang has grown so quickly over the years, you say, and the skald laughs. A truth spoken in front of Rugga's stone is supposed to ripple through the night, either strengthening a lover's resolve or carrying away undesired affection. Aleo skips away to find his wife. I feel bad I haven't involved Aleo that much in the game, fighting and whatnot. He just didn't really appeal. If he had a bow, I probably would have considered him more. Anyway, you hear the unmistakable clank of Gil's shield behind you. Rugga's godstone is beautiful, isn't it? Yes, beautiful. He isn't looking at the godstone. We've come all this way. We fought Dredge, killed his sunder. Aleo says we're destined to bring all clans together. Aleo's a skald, Gil. Storytelling is his job. Eagle shrugs. It's still neat to think we're part of something bigger. His wonder is refreshing. You smile at him. He looks up at the godstone and takes a deep breath. Alette, it's a miracle that I'm still alive, so I gotta tell you something before my luck fades. So there's romance, sort of. But yeah, Gil's... for those of you that don't know, Gil had like 5 or 6 different spots where he totally could have died in the first game. And, like, for most people, he did not survive throughout that game. I got really lucky and managed to save his ass repeatedly by dumb luck, I guess. But still, it's kind of funny. Anyway, lean forward and smile. Gil stands taller and steps towards you. Alette, you're the strongest and smartest woman I've ever known. Your beauty shames the dawn's light on a clear spring morning. You raise an eyebrow at him. Sorry, Leo tried to help me put my thoughts into words. Alette, I love you. His tone is sincere. His eyes hold no expectations. And you don't have to love me back, but I had to say it. He exhales, relieved of a great burden. I'm really curious what this does. I'm not used to romance in these games. And, like, I don't really see a reason why not to. Except for the fact that I hate Gil as a character. He's ugly. His like... I mean, I like how they did his hair, but, like, they didn't do his face particularly well. He's super killable, and his outfit is stupid. But at the same time, I don't see a reason why I should not do this. I'm just uncomfortable, man. I don't know. Anyway, I was hoping you'd say that. You were? Don't act so surprised. You're a brave fighter who always treats me with respect. I hope you know I feel strongly for you, but until everyone is safe in Arberrang, I just needed you to hear it from me, and I'm glad you wanted to hear it. If and when you know you love me too, you come find me, okay? You feel your eyes feel wet as you smile and nod. Gil grabs her hand and kisses it before leaving. If he had, like, a cool beard... He should have, like, a cool beard. Anyway, Lager Renown. I'm kind of hoping we get, like, a token or something from that. An item? But who knows? The lack of music is disconcerting. The lack of supplies even more so. But I saw a town just up ahead. So if we're lucky, we'll be able to make it there before we start starving. I'm going to save all of my renown at this point. Because we were going to buy food... Yeah, we'll make it. Oh, we'll make it. That was lucky.
Finally, we made it. But why are so many camped outside the walls? They must have seen the darkness approaching.
Wind ripples across tents, which multiply the closer you get to Arberrang. Dung litters the paths, and it is clearly not all from Yawks. Rattling coughs mix with raucous laughter. Small fights break out for no apparent reason. Curious eyes grow wide as they spot the Varl and the horseborn. Mothers grab their children, men their weapons. Various clan banners snap and whip in the wind. You recognize the heraldry of Carlshus from Aleo's tales, and Strand's banner from previous talks with Ubin. There are even a few Cragsman banners, by their muddy appearance. You also notice the division between each clan. There's no mixing or unity. I'll push ahead, Prince Luden says. My father will want to see me, and I'll be able to find out what is exactly going on here. Yrsa and a few fighters escort him through the crowds, towards the walls. Old Adakin's people are here, you hear a woman from your caravan shout. I have to check on him. Others are finding familiar clans, and kin as well, slowly drifting from your banner. Let's see. We stay together. Bring them here. Bring Adakin and the others to us. Some of the folks around the fires look half-starved and gladly join, making their way towards the supply carts. Others pack their meager possessions and fall in line. Well, we're gonna make it. I've got 47 renown, so worst comes to worst, we just buy a stupid amount of supplies at the cost of everything. Anyway, where the crowd is most dense in volume and numbers, the caravan comes to a stop. Ahead you notice a sharp line where the tents and people stop. The ground beyond is pinned with arrows and not much else. A few hundred yards of empty space between these people and Arberrang's walls. What is this, you ask, confused by all that you are taking in? That's the peaceful bit, an older fighter says near you. He looks the type who has seen enough things to lack enthusiasm for much of anything. The king's men can't just kill us from the walls, and we can't kill them from here. But what's caused the fighting, you ask? The man smiles, his face unaccustomed to the action. Come on, Sunderslayer, he says. It's the same damn thing that causes every fight. They've got something we want. King's got food and protective walls. We're starving with our asses facing that rolling darkness. His words deal you a heavy blow. So Arberrang's at war? The man laughs a wicked laugh. That's putting it lightly, he says. From what I can tell, this is the rest of our kind. You brought the last of the Varl, and even dragged in some worthless horseborn. This fight's for survival. Winner lives, loser's gone forever. His laugh turns into hysteria, and you leave unsettled. Damn it all, the king shouts at you. In all this chaos, Rugga's man, Dagger, managed to grab a blade and get away. He killed a few of our fighters, who tried to stop him. You feel the Varl's anger. Gods, I told you it was a mistake to leave him alive. Damn it. Alright, whatever. Market. Leader of the clans, forced march. Renown. I should look up what those are. The ox are tended and the tents aligned, as best as possible. Some are repairing their armor. Others look anxious to talk to various clans. The Varl King's eyes scan the fields as he approaches. I want to know what's going on here as much as you, he says, but we better find a way to defend our gear and supplies. The other clans could form a mob if they discover we have food. Seeing the hungry eyes all around you, you agree. We've got an issue, Oddleaf says. I don't know why, but the other clans don't like the horseborn. Or the Varl, for that matter. They're starting trouble, and I'm going to stop it. Let's stop the troublemakers for the time being. Scathach has his weapons drawn, and a few Varl are standing near him with shields up. Humans in growing numbers are hurling every sort of curse at them. What's the problem here? The problem is you brought a bunch of animals with you, and you don't have them tied up properly, a man shouts. The fighters around him laugh, bark, and whip ropes in the air. You hear the Varl growling. Before you can calm the situation, the man says, the little girl and her pets need to learn a lesson, don't they? The fighters roar and charge you. Yes, we get to beat the shit out of people. Okay, so, obviously we want Alette in here. We can't get Hacken, but we can live without him. Let's drop Nid. We don't need multiple archers. We're going to put her, Mogre, Eric. Seems like a good idea. I guess let's throw in Gunnulf here. I should probably look into maybe promotions, but I don't know if we need it yet. Okay, so we've got one ooh. Okay, so we got one archer. I'm going to get tight formation here. And we are going to Overwatch. How much armor do these guys all have? Oh, they are weak as shit. There's like 2 guys that can oppose her. For the time being, we'll just do this. My thoughts are, we'll just use and abuse the fact that we've got Overwatch in spades. Okay, let's see. So the dudes with shields tend to be a little bit more on the dangerous side. Luckily, what we could do is, I'm just going to poison tip him. The guys with the shields are the most dangerous. By a substantial margin. Okay, so we could bring Gunnulf out. Let's move Gunnulf here. He'll probably get shot, but that's okay. Well, tried to avoid. That's okay. Can we kill this guy? No, we can't. Let's start by summoning the bear. Oh, we summoned that bear. I love the bear. The bear is, like, honestly one of my favorite parts of this game. Yeah, I probably should have kept with tight formation the entire way through. But that's okay. Anyway, I'm just going to move the bear here. It'll body block these guys. Yeah, I don't want many casualties here if I can avoid it. Okay, so who here is particularly injured? Nobody, really. I guess we might as well just hit him for 4. Luckily, this group, the humans have more willpower than the Varls do. So we can kind of use and abuse this. Okay, let's move forward a bit. Let's give up on overwatching for the time being. Let's just hit people. Well, that was a little bit more hitting than I was expecting, but it works. Okay. Luckily, all of these guys are super weak. So I have, like, very little... Actually, let's move over here. We might as well force them closer to the rest of the main party. But yeah, this is not a strong opponent that I have to worry about too much. Okay. So who's next? Him? Gotcha. Moves it up a little bit. Yeah, they're barely doing anything to me. This is kind of perfect. We'll take out... She doesn't even know how badly she screwed up here. Standing in front of Gunnulf. They're not even going for my armor. Oh, this works. I'll take his off. Unfortunately, he's probably going to hit her. Weirdly enough, is not interested in doing... Okay, you know what? Bear's just going to wait around. Bear's done his job. They are only going for my armor. This is really strange. Okay, so you know what? Let's back out over here. Let's do... We could do 3 damage to these guys, or we could just slag and burn them. We've already got them surrounded. Might as well go for the extra fun times. Yeah, they are only hitting my armor. Weird. Anyway, Alette does not need kills. She is maxed out on those. Well, I can have Mogr do it. Yeah, we need to kill these guys. Unfortunately, while both of them live, this is inconvenient. Why would you go... Whatever. It's like, why would you attack Mogr? That seems like the worst idea. But they did it, and they suffer the consequences. Alright. Let's see how this goes. The fighters fall, and others nod their approval. Approval of you defending your clan. You're tired and irritated as you shuffle back to the front of the caravan. As soon as you find a stump to sit, you spot Rugga coming towards you, backed by Dagger and nearly 50 fighters. Everyone watches out of curiosity more than concern. I've discovered what these battle lines are all about, Rugga says. The king shut his people out. These clans are here to see that he feeds and protects his people, as he is supposed to, and they've chose me to lead their cause. He laughs at your incredulous look. I'm just as surprised, but I need to talk to you in private. You nod, then 2 of you enter a large, empty tent. The tent flaps closed, leaving you and Rugga alone, both armed. No need to mince words now, is there? I know you want to kill me. Only when I think about how you betrayed us. Then let's be clear. If either of us leaves this tent without the other, the fields around us will all turn red. Then let's talk quickly. I don't want to look at you any longer than I have to. Rugga snorts his amusement. I wasn't making that stuff up outside about the king. He really has shut us all out. It started a few months ago, when he started stockpiling food and slowing trade. Once the wealthy families were all pulled inside the walls, he shut the gates. The only thing he's said is that he can't feed everyone. Oh, and his archers fire on anyone who gets close. You watch Rugga closely while deciding what to say. To what end? That's what the upcoming battle aims to find out. You want to go to war to ask the king a question? No, I want to go to war to make the king answer a few questions. Like why he'd leave his people outside the walls to starve. So you plan to break down the walls? That's the last thing I want to do. We need those walls to stop the dredge and whatever else is coming behind them. But if we have to destroy them, we will. Maybe the menders inside can repair any damage. There might be ways past the first few walls, but the black wall? The governor just shakes his head. Wait, how did you come to lead the clans? Beauregard is was the largest human town next to the capital. You don't become governor of a place like that without certain skills and powerful friends. And what are those certain skills? The governor just smiles. Why should I believe you at all? Because you see all of these people gathered. Do you think they're out here for fun? No, but maybe you don't know the whole story. If you're the king and your people are starving at your gates, do you just let them in, or do you keep them out? Don't answer. We both know you'd let them in. Unless you knew something you weren't telling them. Either way, the people have a right to an answer, or the food they sent him, and Arberrang's protection. I think you'd agree the food and walls belong to the kingdom, not the king. So this war is unavoidable? Probably. I officially meet with the king in a few hours to either come to an agreement or pull our banners from his. I won't be surprised if you're invited too. The mighty Sunderslayer and an army. If so, make your decisions carefully. His tone is not exactly threatening. Not exactly. You move to the tent flaps and both of you open them simultaneously, so that no fight breaks out. Alright, first we're going to the market. One renown gets two. Let's see if any of these are worth buying first before I spend all of it. I mean, that's really damn good, but nobody can use it. Will per kill, will unrest. Range distance, break talent ranks. So that's really good. Doesn't work with Alette, though. This would be good for my archers, or the horseborn, but not really that useful. Like, if we wanted Overwatch to do damage, the green Eker would be good. Just because we could, you know, ruin people from afar. But that doesn't work here. Okay, will talent ranks, strength. No, that's useless. Divert arm attack, dodge strength attacks, strength resistant armor. It's a good tank thing. +3 to all talent ranks. Strength, attack. Oh, it's just +1 to strength attack and break. That's interesting. But yeah, nobody's probably ever going to use it. The only one that would, if we go to heroes... The only one that would be Hacken. If we wanted to, because I could get him... He's already got Artery Strike. He's already got Summon to Exploit. We could get him some more. If we wanted to promote him like crazy, get him up to level 10. How much would that cost me? Well, let's improve his ability. Seems like a good idea. We'll finish Exploit. You know what? It's worth it. No, it's not. We're not going to be able to buy it anyway. Let's see. Do we have anything here that I have not used? +1 to all talent ranks, +2 to will on rest, and protects from death, minus armor, dodge on strength attack. Might not be a bad idea. But knockback, will per kill, strength. Very useful. +2 to all talent ranks. Oh, didn't realize she had that. Yeah, the knockback on strength attacks of 3 is just so incredibly useful for her that I don't want to switch that out. Yeah, I think we'll just buy supplies. Training. I assume we're done. Yeah. Okay, let's do market. I guess we can only buy 10 supplies. Well, I'll do it. Okay, that opens things up a bit. Because, yeah, the gold bridle could be really, really good. I'm gonna risk it. Sort of. I say risk it, but realistically, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford it yet. But I'm going to make Hacken into a beast when we get the chance. I need 8 more renown to get it. But this way we can finish Exploit. So he has a 20% chance to cause puncture, a 20% chance to crit. That will get it both up to 35. Oh. Yep. Okay. And then hunker down. So resist armor damage, regen armor per turn. Tempting. Can't do anything from these. Avoid strength attack, bonus hit chance. Let's do... I think the chance to resist armor damage is probably a good idea. The regen armor per turn could be nice, but he probably is going to get hit more than he's going to regen. Alright, let's confirm. Yeah, that's a good idea. It might be worth just maxing this, not maxing this out, but finishing exertion and putting one into dodge just so we can get some more ranks into it. But we'll have to do that after the next fight. We can't buy any more supply. We can't buy any more supplies, so we can't use that one trinket yet. But we'll get there. We'll get there soon enough.